Culture Game. Welcome to another exciting episode of Culture Anime. This episode, I will give my review on Black Clover, chapter 355. And all I can say is, Yuno is that guy. But before we start, guys, please hit the subscribe button. Part of the Culture Game, we talk about anime, sports, and everything as well, too. So this week on the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, Black Clover made it to the front page. And this image of Asa looking back with his sword right there looks so freaking badass. And I hope we get more images of him in that outfit, because that right there is one of my favorite outfits in all of Black Clover. And second up, we have to join some images for the Black Clover movie, which was, delayed until June. I don't want to get into that, but this right here looks really badass. We have the four Wizard Kings, and you have Asta, Yuno, Noel, Yami, and Mariona. Right, this image right here looks really badass. This right can be a Blu-ray disc cover right here. But after that, pretty much it for the Weekly Shonen Jump specials for Black Clover, and let's get right to the chapter. As of right now, we see Yami holding Jack. And you see Jack with that giant hole across his chest, which Morgan did to him. And right now you see Morgan looking over like, yeah, I got his ass. And right now Yami is in utter shock, like, oh, Jack is already dead. And then you see William trying to use his tree magic, try to hopefully help Jack out. But one thing we all know about Black Clover, these characters, they never die. So even though Jack does have a giant hole across his chest, he's going to be okay. He's going to live. It's Black Clover. Unfortunately, that's one of the stigmas that I don't like Black Clover. That we never really had a major death in all of Black Clover that had a true significance throughout the entire story. So this right here with Jack, he'll be okay, unfortunately. And right now we see William going after Lucius. And right now he says, I am where I am because of Julius. And remember, don't forget before, in the Elf Kingdom arc where, William had a double split personality just like Lucius does. We know with Lick and everything with the elf and, him trying to kill the Wizard King and stuff. Where Julius, even after everything that happened, he still forgave Julius. And he didn't, banish him, didn't, take away his captain title. William has that deep connection with Julius. So without him, William will probably be banished out of the Clover King. And Lucius being the badass that he is, he says, unfortunately, my opponent is not you. And you see all the tree, Barks going after Lucius, but he able to stop it with his time spear. And then you see Lucius activate his paddling power. Uses his time spear on William. And this paneling right here, we see his arm disintegrating. And you see Charlotte just screaming out, William. And right there, I'm like, God damn, Lucius ain't playing around with these captains. He's right here ready to body all of them. And then Lucius, being the more, I just love his persona. It's like, you guys mean nothing to me. And he's saying that you people do not have the power to even define me. As of right now, Jack is out with a giant hole across his chest. And now you got William missing the arm right now. As of right now, you see these small paddlings, soaring all over the sky right now. And it's saying it's time for the final judgment. As of right now, there's probably like hundreds of all of them in the sky right now. And they're seeing a lot of, the Clover Kingdom warriors just saying that, what's that like? That's a massive power of magic. And right now, there's nothing we can do. And right now, we can't protect anybody. And right now, they haven't solved that. Like, how can we stop this right here? As right now, see all the small paddlings that's, soaring all over the sky using their final blast. And this paddling here, where you see all, the paddlings soaring over the sky using their final blast. This is why I say Tabata is one of the best in the entire game, because that right there looks so freaking magnificent and dangerous at the same exact time. And then you see all the blasts just coming down to Clover Kingdom, and it's like, oh, it's pretty much over, because William could have probably deflected with his tree magic, but he's out for the count. And then you see a giant shield just hover over the Clover Kingdom, and you just see star magic right now being activated. And we all know who uses star magic, who is Yuno. And so right now, everybody's saying that, what is that magic, and how can we see stars during the daytime right now? And you see, hovering in the middle of the tree. And right now, you look at Yami. He's like, in a year and a half, that man got really goddamn powerful. Then you see William looking up, and he's saying that, I see. You're already stronger than me. And this right here, I'm declaring you the captain of the dawn.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And right now you see Yuno right in front of Lucius, having those flashbacks, of him taking Sister Lily as a paddling, him slashing Asta, and you see everybody crying because everything that happens to Asta, he's back in as his orphanage, and he's saying that right now, Lucius, I can never forgive you, but I'm not here to defeat you because I cannot forgive you. I'm here because I'm the man who will become the Wizard King. And you see his bandages getting, loosely right now. And the reason why wears those bandages, I think he went through so much rigorous training trying to, master his star magic. But I think he probably like blew his arm off or, got some scarring right there. And right now you see Lucius looking over saying, I knew it. You're the one I really need to crush. And the next chapter, I hope they do it, Yuno versus Lucius. As of right now, like Yuno was able to stop, that giant blast right there, and it's just proving, how much Yuno has trained right now to be, on that level. Hopefully with Lucius right now, using Yami and William, acknowledge how strong Yuno really is right now. And right there, I hope there's gonna be a good fight because the last fight with Asta and Lucius, it was okay-ish, but Lucius was able to one-shot him. That was it. But also reminds you of, the typical, shonen stuff where the second, protagonist gets a new power up, and the main protagonist, with Asta getting the Zenton as well too. So as of right now, I think it's gonna be a good fight, but unfortunately, we all know what's gonna happen. Lucius is probably gonna body, the next chapter. But before we end this, guys, comment below and let me know what you guys think about this chapter. And are you guys ready for Lucius versus Yuno? But before we end this, guys, hit the subscribe button. Part of the Culture Gang. We talk about anime, sports, and everything as well too. And this is Culture Anime.